If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, $125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. $125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch, indeed. A child shall lead them.
Yes, to buy our merch.
Okay, this is Kurenai by Nightcraver.
Did I spell this right now?
This should be interesting. Should be very, very, very interesting. Let's do it. Sounds a little Metallica-ish. kids were covering. They were covering an actual band. What's the name of the band?
Oh,
there?
really?
It's
Ex-Japan?
Ex-Japan, I think, is the name of the artist.
Oh.
So this was an Ex-Japan cover.
Oh, that's
And-
interesting.
Yeah. So
We have a couple of Ex-Japan songs on this stream.
on this list, right? Yeah, I found, the last two are actually from Ex-Japan.
Yeah.
But okay. So I was trying to figure it out for a while because I'm scrambling trying to find the lyrics. I finally
band cover from Peru. You told us that. Duh.
Okay, so they're a Peruvian. Okay, so Nightcraver are Peruvian.
Wow.
Peruvians tried to do me in.
I think this is a love song or a relationship song.
You think surprise, it's a relationship
Okay.
song.
So
What happens when you hear all that scale work and guitar for you? Like, are you moved by that at all or what?
I'm moved by the beginning sound of the song. All the scale work is just...
But like when they're going...
No, it doesn't move me. I'm just like, nice.
Like, what are you thinking? What is going through the mind?
It depends. Am I watching somebody I know do it? Then I'm like, holy shit, look at how fast their hands are moving. Then I think of other things.
Excellent.
I can't help it.
But-
That's me. That's who I am.
But I'm just saying, like, so, like, Maynard's voice hits you. Oh my God! Like,
Yeah, scale work doesn't.
when people going, you don't care about that at all.
I don't really care about it.
There's no appreciation. What's happening? You're just like, I'm gonna go to the next thing.
Kind of. I mean, a little bit. I'll be like, whoa, that's pretty crazy. But it's not like, I'm sure if I had to learn to do it, then I would appreciate it more. But because I've never, learned to do it, now it's just like, and the thing is, I've seen so many people do it. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't move me. I prefer like the beginning of the beginning of the song, how that sounded, like it kind of like pulls on your heart.
He said
Plus,
some stuff.
for some reason, I had two separate guys try to play a song that sounded almost exactly like that.
For you?
Yeah.
I
But
knew
you said
one
it
of
sounded
them.
like a Metallica one. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew one of them, right?
Their names rhyme.
Did I know the second guy?
I mean, I've talked about him.
Oh, yeah. And you're the worst. You try to play, the dudes try to play music for you tonight. Did you let the first guy play the music? The guy with the nose?
Yeah.
We know how deep you are.
I let him play. What do you mean? Of course I let him play.
Was he good? Like, was he killing
Well,
shit?
they were both good.
So, like, what did you think when they were doing it? Did you, like, cry? Did you be like, oh, my guy's got to learn how to play guitar?
No, what happened was, you're going to think this is so terrible. All I kept thinking was, I wonder where this song came from. Hopefully it's not from a bad record that has devil music on it.
Oh, my God.
I mean, of course, it did have a romantic sound to it. I'm not saying I didn't have any romantic thoughts about it. I did. But I'm sure you don't want to hear about those.
Not particularly. Okay, so what's this guy saying? Okay, so the name of the song is Kurenai, which means crimson, which both of those words to describe that color are perfect. Crimson is a brilliant word, and Kurenai is also a brilliant word. That's an interesting. Okay, go ahead.
I could not look back. You'd gone away from me. I felt my heart ache. I was afraid of following you. When I was looked at the shadows on the wall, I started running into the night to find the truth in me. That's interesting.
He started running into the night to find the truth in himself by chasing after this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he was saying, right? With
Maybe
I was
he's-
afraid of following you.
Kind of reminded me of like Song of Solomon.
Yeah.
Because there's this part where she's in bed. She's totally understand this. She's washed
playing
her
games.
feet. No.
I understand it too.
No.
She's playing games.
No, she washed her feet. She was all ready for bed. She'd been waiting for him for hours. He was probably playing Madden and shooting Middle America videos. And I mean, this is getting too personal. Just kidding. Okay, so she was in bed. She'd been waiting for
Filthy
him.
woman.
She washed her feet, everything.
Filthy woman.
And then he comes knocking at the door, and she kind of's like, blah, blah, blah. And she hesitates, and then he leaves. So then she goes to open the door, but he's already gone. Then she chases after him, and she chases him all through the city, but she ends up getting seriously injured.
Yeah, that's what happens when you play around like that.
Listen to this one.
Instead of just being communicative. Yeah, well, it's just funny though. Like he said, he was afraid of following. That's an interesting thing. My thing is like, it's really interesting depending like how that works in relationships. I still haven't quite figured out the whole, obviously the rhythm of the chase, capture.
This is interesting.
Rhythm. Like I still haven't figured that out.
Okay. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, like I'm not very good at doing that at all. Yeah, and part of me like doesn't know if it should even be done. That's my problem.
See, that's what I kept reading from you. So I was like, okay, so this cannot be a part of our relationship. So
what can't be part of our relationship? The
chase, the hiding, the chasing, the seeking, that I think it's important in relationships.
Yeah, like
but
so important that you have to manufacture stuff to chase and run about.
No. No.
Because then like if people are just having open communication where they understand each other from the jump, then where would the chasing drama following thing go?
I don't believe that you can really fully know somebody. I think that because people are always changing, I think that what you knew of them was them last week, but this is a new week, and so there are always new things and things are changing. I mean, especially for women, because, you know, I'm not trying to make us look bad, but our hormones are all over the place, especially, you know, circumstances change that and stuff. So I think that, you know, what was true last week doesn't necessarily mean it's true this week, but I think that's part of the excitement of the whole thing. But it depends on how you look at it, I guess.
Okay, so that depends on. So to me, I think there's a difference between pursuit and chasing. Like pursuit means I want to know you, I want to know what's going on with you, yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. Chasing to me is coming from like a lot of fear-based energy. Like, oh, you stormed out of the room and I'm afraid of whatever, so I'm going to go after you, or I don't like the ramifications of not going after you. So, yeah. Whereas to me, like, pursuit is, hey, I want to get after you, I want to get to know you, yada, yada, yada. So to me, I interpret, hey, let's just have an open line of communication and honest dialogue. I interpret that as pursuit. But then I'm getting the vibe that you're like, no, it's got to be the chase me from the room and the,
I think, yeah, it probably depends on the person, because I hear what you're saying. I just think that that's not like enough, and that's a little boring. Like, I like a little bit more drama.
Right. which is why I said you then have to manufacture the stage by which you can have that drama.
No, that's completely untrue, because I feel it. If I leave the room, I very much feel like that's what I want to do.
What, manufacture drama?
No, I'm not manufacturing anything. That's how I feel in the moment, and that's what I'm doing in the moment.
Yeah, what I'm saying is theoretically, you would have to manufacture drama if you're saying that that's part of a healthy relationship.
No, I disagree with you.
Because if we know each other, then it's too boring.
No, I think that depending on the person, like, there's probably whole bunches of women that don't like that. They probably want everything just like but I just tend to find those people more on the boring side. I like a little bit more.
Shout out to Adam Keen, gang, gang, gang.
You know, like day to day, I don't know what type of mood you're going to be in. Like, we could be happy-go-lucky today, and tomorrow you could wake up depressed. Same thing could happen for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And then sometimes you will wake up and you're, hey, you know, like, I literally don't know. I'm okay with that. I actually find that a little interesting. I like that. But,
right. So he had that kind of relationship with this girl, and now he misses her, I guess, because he didn't chase her well enough.
No, I think that he said, yeah, she had left. He said, I was afraid of following you. I think that what happens is, you know, and I was it wasn't a serious relationship. I really didn't like the person that much, but, is
it the guy that I knew?
Yeah. But he Somebody had told him along the lines, like, don't put yourself out there too much. Like, make sure that there's a chase.
Give her the gift of missing
Give her
you?
the gift of missing you.
That
And stuff. It was ridiculous. And I think that, I don't know, maybe that would work for another type of person. I'm not like that, though. Don't give me the gift of missing you, because I don't do well in those situations. I don't want, well, this is interesting. I don't want games played with me. I want to know exactly where I stand. Yeah, I don't know. That is a little bit
hypocritical. And as we said, we have to manufacture conflicts. So
anyway, he said I was afraid of following you when I was looked at he said when I looked at the shadows of the wall. Okay, so basically, he realizes though after she's gone.
Yeah, he says, I can no longer endure the Without Love solo performance anymore.
Yeah, probably if you left, I'd be like, I'm really good with just open and honest communication, just saying it straight out, no game playing at all. That's true. That's probably what happened.
That would have to be the lamb that gets sacrificed.
No, it's just that I would realize that as like fun as I like that like banter chase, I could give that up for you, but I wouldn't give that up for just anybody. I'd give it up for you. How long? I don't know. I was gonna say I don't think that's gonna last for very long. As soon as I started realizing stuff was safe, I might start reintroducing. I don't know.
And here we are, dear listener.
All right. This blowing storm town is embracing you. Even by the blowing through the wind, you close your eyes. You start to run as if chased by something. Can't you see me? Although I'm right beside you. The breath of memory is fading away just like everyone else. I can no longer endure the Without Love solo performance anymore. All of you in my memory is still shining in my heart. Our heart that misses each other is wet by the overflowing tears.
See?
You know that, remember that movie? I've seen it kind of like reintroduced in a couple of different movies, but there was one, I want to say it was Jim Carrey that played the character, but I don't know. That doesn't make sense because he's such a joker. It's a very serious part. Anyway, it was about a relationship that ends, and then you could go and you could have like all of those.
Yeah, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, was it Jim Carrey?
Yeah, that was him.
That's really.
That was like, that was his my favorite performance of his, was that character. But go ahead. What about it?
Well, you know, the way that he's talking, it kind of like reminded me of that.
Why?
The breath of memory is fading just like everyone else. I can no longer endure the Without Love solo performance anymore. All of you in my memory is still shining in my heart. Our heart that missing each other is wet by overflowing tears. It's that pain you feel like when you love someone and you're separated from that person.
But in this song, they still love each other. So I don't understand why don't they just go
back with each other?
Just go back with each other. You love the person, like, just go back, be with them then.
Yeah, but sometimes stuff is too toxic. And just because you love each other, it just doesn't make sense to put yourself through that anymore.
And that would be worse than just sitting there writing music about him, never being able to be with him again?
I don't know. It depends on how toxic is toxic.
Yikes.
How much can you handle? I don't really know.
Would you do the memory erasure thing?
That's a really solid question.
You are the worst.
I don't know. I really don't know.
You probably would erase me. I would never do it. I would never do it.
I don't know. It depends. Like, what ended our relationship?
I don't know.
You cheated on me?
Well, I mean, you've been talking back.
And you went off with this person? Yeah, you took off with her.
You'd forget her, or you'd forget us if I ran off with her.
I don't know. I think I'm. One thing I've realized is I'm capable of doing a lot of things. I watch some of these Black Mirror things. Yeah, like we already talked about that, where the guy died, and then she brings him back.
It's a yes or no question. Would you erase memory me or not?
No, I'm gonna say no right off the bat.
If I ran off with Shorty, what if I ran off with
This is getting hot.
Her friend's sister?
No, I wouldn't erase that memory.
You wouldn't care.
I wouldn't erase that memory.
Oh, you would keep it so you could say, aha! Yeah!
I have a feeling something tragic would happen in your relationship. Because I can't separate that from my childhood. Similarities.
That's fascinating. Holy smokes, you're a really dangerous woman. Okay, rate the song. Vinny sure knows how to pick them. Rate the song.
Look at Dwayne. Sori has figured it out. Vin and I are in a bromance. Okay. Jeez. I liked it. I really liked it. I'm gonna go with a 9.2.
I'm very. It's gonna get a 9.6. I'm not a fan of power metal. The irony of this thing is that if I would have heard this song by itself from the original band, it would have got a lower score. But because these kids were covering it and they were young and I thought they were flawless, that is part of my rating here. So they're going to get a 9.6 over the original band. But I feel like Dorian or one of the Johan, you know those Japanese shows that they watch all the time? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that would be... I feel like they would do that. All right, dear listener. Having said that, we got more metal coming for you very, very soon. Vin out.
Sori out.
Count.